Hello, day 22, back on trail after an amazing stay in Big Bear. Can't thank Mama Tink and her husband Pat enough. We stayed there 2 nights. They drove us around, fed us, sheltered us. Yesterday in my video I was talking about slack packing, so that was 14 miles of going to be the easiest miles I will ever do on the PCT. Mama Tink and Pat are just over the top generous, unbelievable. We had the best time. But part of being a hiker is that every person you meet along the way ends too soon. You get moving again and make some progress. So we're mid-morning now as we get started. We had a fabulous breakfast, did some resupply, and heading on to I think Cajon Pass will be probably our next bit of civilization, and then on towards Wrightwood. There's fire closure in Wrightwood, so we're starting to try and figure that out. It looks like there will definitely be some missed miles on the PCT. The trail is absolutely closed, and what might even be considered a workaround is not at all reasonable. It's like freeway walking, which is not safe. So anyhow, we have a few days to figure that out. We'll talk to you in a little bit. I wanted to finish some thoughts I had. Yesterday I was talking a bit about hiker body. The other thing that is going on for me after 3 weeks is that my body is changing shape a little bit. I don't notice my legs changing so much. I will assume that they have changed as I've been hiking, putting a lot of stress effort through them, but my legs have been most of my life the strongest part of my body, always pretty lean, so it's harder for me to notice any change. But my torso and upper body have changed significantly over this hike so far. Starting at my waist, the hip belt on my backpack has adjustment. You loosen it up when you're taking it off, unsnap it. When you put it on, you snap it and you pull the adjustments tight so that it's nice and snug against your waist. It rides, the hip belt rides a little bit above your pelvis bone and about half on your pelvis bone. That makes for a comfortable fit. Well, since I've started, it's getting closer and closer to where I can't pull the straps tight enough. I still can, but I'm definitely losing inches around my waist. I think I've probably used up nearly all of my abdominal visceral fat, putting those calories, that energy, into climbing mountains. So it's a little bit of a concern. I do have a YouTube subscriber that commented on eating protein in the morning to help reduce losing too much weight. I appreciate that comment. I've never hiked long enough to actually have to think about this. In the past, it's been a bonus to lose some weight, to lose a little bit of an inch or something, but on a hike like this, if I don't stop the loss, it could actually be a hike ending situation for me. I don't think I'll get there. I assume that my hunger will continue to increase and I'll naturally start to replenish the calories that I'm burning, but right now I'm not quite there. I'm still definitely running a deficit. The other thing that's happening to my body is that my shoulders and upper back are stronger and more defined than they ever have been in my entire life. And what's happening is I use my poles fairly extensively to help me motor forward. Especially if I'm going uphill, I'm always planting my poles and giving as much of a push as I can to help compensate for all the additional weight on my back so that my legs and my glutes aren't doing 100% of the work. So that is an exercise that I've never done consistently in the past, and my body is reacting by redistributing resources to strengthen those muscles that are getting used hours every day. It's going to be interesting, and I'm only 3 weeks in and I'm seeing these changes. It's going to be very interesting how things work out over the next 4.5 months.